amount that we gave that we lost. I should have killed you. Busy rocking 20,000 and Russ killed that. Yeah, that's bullshit. I hit him in that fucking head. He would. Fucking dumbass.
What was that? I knew it!
Sure, searcher.
Out of the way, meat.
Is that so? I don't like vampires very much. Stupid vampire. Shouldn't let me off.
Look out! The prisoners! Thought I heard
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah,
Who
I
knows
guess.
what they'd have done to me if you hadn't come along? I promise I'll help you get out of here. The books? Oh, I see. I thought perhaps... Well, I thought you'd come for me. But yes, the books. The caller will have them. She was most interested in one of the volumes. Although not interested enough to keep me from being locked up. Don't you need my help? Well, I was only trying to help. Fine. I'll just save myself then. Thank you for letting me out of that cage. Never should have come here. I've got to get out of here.
Well, I guess I should have maybe have taken his help.
I'm right behind you. All right, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Any... Anything else?
in the tit. Right in the nipple. Careful? Yeah, no. Killed that guy in his sleep. Oh, fuck. That's not what I wanted.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you. Names no longer matter. You may refer to me as the Caller. Now, do you have a reason for making such a mess? So you're just one of Oren's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything. Fine. Take them and be gone. Never return here, or else you'll face my full wrath.
Peace. Sorry, sweetie, but you weren't letting me in.
Still here. All right, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it. Anything else? Let's go, lesbians.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books. Well, well. And you seem to be in one piece. Thank you. I'll look these over and inform Mirabelle if I find anything relevant. Night of Tears, eh? I remember this one. Well, isn't that interesting? Did you read it yourself? If I recall it correctly, that has some interesting implications. You should mention that to Toldir. And here. I suppose you've earned these. We were able to figure out the last text you brought in. I thought the least I could do is pass the knowledge along. A mage is only as good as... We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. It's going to stay pristine. Very funny. Did Enter put you up to this? You? Really? An Elder Scroll? I would be honored. Beyond honored to have such a thing here at the... This opens up entire new realms of research for us. Oh, if only Septimus were... Thank you. Please, take this. It can't quite compare to an Elder Scroll, but still. Well, well. You're damn right I'm interested. Question is, are you selling? Well, considering no one... Tell you what. You bring me books like this, and I'll pay 1,000 gold each. I'll even throw in a translated edition I have for free. Interested? Here you go. I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Assorted books, scrolls. I'm sure you'll find something useful. Fight well.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine... Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over? I'll have to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the details. I just can't seem to tear myself away. Whatever this is, its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the markings. They're quite unlike anything we've seen before. Aliad, Gwemmer, Daedric, not even Thalmer. None of them are a match. Quite curious indeed. No, I'm not sure that you're quite as attuned as I am, given my extensive years of experience. This marvelous object, it practically radiates magicka, and yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associated meeting.
This is most inappropriate. We are involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go. Really? Will allow me to clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sijic Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants. I'll be the one asking the questions. All you need to know is that the Sijic Order is a rogue organization, believing themselves to be above the law. They have clashed with the ordinary Dominion before, and I have no intention of allowing that to happen here. Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
Are you fucking joking me, you idiots?
Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthor. You must understand the Sijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Sijic Order. The Thalmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. Unfortunately, the future is as obscure to us as it is to you. The overwhelming power of the Eye makes it difficult for us to see. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something? I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. Has Toftir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Well, what is... I'm not sure what just happened, but I assure you I will get to the bottom of it. Whatever it is those Sijics are up to, they cannot... For all we know, he's here to scout out the college. I'm sure they want to undermine our efforts. This orb, the Eye of Magnus, whatever you want to call it, it's clearly powerful, and no doubt they want it for themselves. I expect to be informed if they make any future attempts to contact you. No, I'm quite sure I have... I suggest you mind your own business and return to whatever it is
I'm
you do
sorry,
here.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now
You
what
must
is it that
excuse
you
me.
want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I shall sit-
The College of Winterhold.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations and, well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. My alembic. I need it for some research and can't seem to find it. Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life. Well, it's been described as an accident. Something must have gone wrong. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. I suppose if he can feel it all.
I go and try and loot the thing, and it sends me out. Fuck.
Perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. You seek that which all who wield magic seek, knowledge. You shall find this knowledge meaning, shelter, and knowledge, you will not find it. The Thalmor sought the same thing, and it shall lead to his end, as it has so many others. The one who calls himself Ankano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You, and those aiding you, wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh,
What you learn here, really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. I certainly do. Since you went so far as to seek out the Augur for advice, I thought you'd be more enthusiastic. Something as specific and ancient as the Staff of Magnus. I'm not sure we'd ever find something like that. I seem to recall Mirabelle mentioning the staff somewhat recently. Why don't you see if she can tell you anything? I'm quite pleased with your progress, you know. You've certainly proven yourself to be more than a mere apprentice. Well done. This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now. I hope Mirabelle is helpful in locating the stag.
Huh? Oh.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. No more than anyone else, I don't think. They're a very old order. Predated the Imperial Mages Guild by quite a bit. In fact, the Mages Guild was founded in opposition to the idea of the Psijic Order, that only an elite few should have control over magic. No one has seen or heard from them in over 100 years now, though. Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking? The Eye of Magnus? I can appreciate that this thing, this orb, it's very impressive. Very unique and definitely worth studying. But let's not jump to any conclusions or assign it importance beyond what we're certain of. The Augur. Just what have you gotten yourself involved in? Whatever is going on, whatever you're up to, be very careful. Well, it's said to be very powerful. Has the capacity to store an incredible amount of magical power, as the story goes. But it's more myth than anything at this point. I've no doubt that it actually exists, but no one has seen it in, what, decades? Longer? I'm not sure. The only time I've heard it mentioned was when those Synod characters showed up some months ago looking for it. Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power. No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mizulft, but that's all. It sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mizulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative. I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things.
Well,
Have you
no,
managed to
that's all
track
I
down
see.
the sig-